Separation is an illusion. Everything is connected. When I was in culinary school, my teacher told me about mise en place, meaning everything in its place. So before you start a recipe and you go running around the kitchen, grab everything first and move it to your station so you won't have to keep running back and forth while you're in the middle of making the dish. And he also told me the first time you make a recipe, you're going to need help. The second time, you're going to need a little less help. And the third time, you need to be able to do it by yourself. And in case not, it shows how well you're paying attention and how much passion you have for what you're doing. Also, everything before 2016, I was on the fear train. That was the separation illusion in the last video. So I was one of the robots, one of the clones, one of the zombies. And then in 2016, I found the love train. And so from there up until this point, that's the train of thought that my mind is on. So it's all in your head. So wherever your thoughts lead you, then that's the stop that you're gonna get off. And I wrote this over 8 months ago, and this is the very first page. And we have already made it to page like 50 something. But that's just Bonnaroo meeting Lucy at Dot Show, and that's The Matrix. So we're back at the front, and like I said, all those other pages were just recipes. I mean, not recipes, but ingredients for this recipe, and this is the last ingredient. And when I said half of you guys don't know KDOT, or half of y'all don't know KDOT, the people who really know KDOT know exactly where I took that from. And people are probably thinking I'm arrogant, like, oh, who is this guy saying half of us don't know KDOT? Well, I haven't heard the love in the commentary or the key and the way people talk about KDOT. And a lot of this stems, like I said, from the music, I Am Music, Playboy Carti, and Culture United, listening to them talking out the side of their neck, and as well as, you know, the chats that I be in, just people lost. So hard part one, real shit, talk about it. Make people talk about it. This will be a long video. Real or fake, that's all that matters. Ever since 2022, I've been carrying that over. I'm going to keep that on for the rest of my life. Either you real or you fake. That's all that matters to me. And the first thing in part one is real shit, talking about it. Make people talk about it. Make people see every MC that I see trying to sell flow. I'm going to build a boat like Noah. Take them to a place that I'm sure we all can blow up. Boom. And when J Fold said he was riding a storm, but he crashed the boat, could have drowned, but he grabbed the rope, it's obvious that he didn't get on Kendrick's boat. You know what I mean? Because he was going to take it to a place where we're sure that we all can blow up. Boom. I ain't a star yet, but I'm getting close to him. And if you see a whack artist, do more than boo him. And I haven't heard anybody say this, but this is what Kendrick's doing as he takes the steps on the legs of the Grand National Tour. Throw him off the banister, shoot him on camera, then kill his manager, then hang a banner up. So he's like, I've been here, I was over there, they rock with me over there, I'm loved over there, sold out that place too, did it twice over there, just banner, big steps, making big steps, stepping all over the highest paid hip-hop tour, you know what I mean, GNX. So fast forward to March 24th, Like That drops. I have not said anything about the battle yet. This is me doing that. People come to me and like, Kendrick dropped. Tell them Kendrick didn't. Don't Rap Against Kendrick ever and J. Fold dropped and people lost their mind coming to me asking me, did I hear their song? No. I pointed them to Hard Part 4. I told them J. Fold destroyed the crown, said he wouldn't wear it. It was actually too big for his head. Said that any man that claims to be a king, he's a coward, and ultimately, meanwhile, the crown didn't fit. And this is at the same time Kendrick had King Kunta, so I felt like that was shots then. And then I said, Don't Rap Against Kendrick ever is only relevant because all the features, which was like Look Alive, Yes Indeed, Sicko Mode, Bigger Than You. Like, he needed all those features in order to stay relevant. And there's a difference between accomplishments and astonishments. As everyone can see now, KDOT will shock the world. Hard Part 3. That's what I believe in, not believing in. I'm a pretty dark person. I've thought about ending it a million times. Music keeps me here. In case there is no music, then there is no me. I love music. Really good music. So I think that's why a lot of people gravitate to Kendrick, especially the supporters who've been through those dark thoughts. And in case you listen to my first song, I said I was thinking about putting a gun to my head and pulling the trigger. And then in my second song, when I was in San Francisco, I was like, death is at the end and we don't know if it hurts, but what matters is how you get there, not who's coming in first. So still, the idea of death is still circling around my thoughts. And I'm just pushing through it. Just like Kendrick said, music is what keeps me here. And he says, in Hard Part 2, I need to free my thoughts. You should hear me now or go deaf. So in case you ain't listening to the heart, you know what I mean, then you're probably going to be deaf. My art is all I have, and the enemy may throw assault. And you know them niggas, this is all to you over there on the other side. Now, Kendrick frees his thoughts by writing them down and making music. Thoughts are energy. When your thoughts or mind is always moving and you can't stop it, then it's racing. When your mind is overcrowded, it's cluttered. In case you don't filter your thoughts and clean them out, you will have an overload or a breakdown. 15 to 30 years. Some call it a midlife crisis. I call it an identity crisis. But back to, I know the universe works mentally. My uncle told me about rap about life, not rap, nigga. So Kendrick raps about life, not rap, nigga. I'm living the life of a nigga that's trapped, nigga, inside the system, and all you envision is trapped, nigga. So Good Kid is like a great song that explains how he's trying to do his best and stay out of trouble and step on his neck and get blood on your Nike checks. And one day they gonna respect a good kid in the Mad City. And then he says, really, I'm just caught in the loop of understanding the truth because it seems like it's always clashing with science. So when they talk about money, hoes, clothes, God, and history in the same sentence, know that half of the truth if you tell it. You'll die from diabetes if these other niggas wrote it. I swear to God, half of y'all just don't know Kendrick. The School of Hard Knocks is where KDOT got the education that shaped them in the real university. Some people get A's in school and F's in life. Tupac said that in the prison interview. I got that when I was in college, 2009. The streets put me through colleges. Be all you can be. And Tyler Perry got famous on their back. So some people get to the top on talent, and then some people lay on their back and get to the top. In case you don't know, you'll figure it out. Kendrick doubled down in Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and said, Tyler Perry's the face of 1,000 rappers using violence to cover what really happened. I know somebody listening. Prayer is a powerful tool. And Kendrick said, I pray my bars get further than Compton. And if my record breaks, I promise to keep my promise. I promise to keep it honest. And then he said, I'm trying to change the rules that we've been confined to so the corporate won't make decisions of any bitches handling business, killing our dreams, stealing our vision. And like I said back in the other one, I'm trying to keep it alive and not compromise the feeling we love. And you're trying to keep it deprived and only co-sign what radio does. And I don't think a lot of people has even seen Kendrick perform, and like I said, this is like my 7th time seeing Kendrick, and this channel that we're watching right now, this is the Detroit show. This is the same show that Academic went to and got pressed. This is on Kendrick Lamar TDE updates. Go ahead and subscribe to them. Watch their videos. They are tapped in, and this is the main reason why a lot of people don't get it. And I started making this video. Or started writing this in February, March. LA, everybody think they fucking know. Hopping on Twitter, perpetrating, we doing big shit, who we hanging with, and bragging about the iPhone. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. Reputation can't protect you if you never had one. I swear to God, half of y'all just don't know Kendrick. You barely know yourself, so I guess you should be offended. I'm not doing this for my health. I'm trying to purchase my mom them Benzes. Occupy my time with riches. And people had the nerve to talk about KDOT doing the Super Bowl like it was going to take him out of his element. Talking about he never had chains like that when he was on the pop out. Talking about he can't do a commercial with Gatorade because it's off brand. Can't do a song with Carti because of his... I'm like, bro, lost. Half of y'all don't know KDOT. That's the main reason why I'm even doing this. So, Hard Part 3, Kendrick is seen as Tupac reincarnated and starts thinking of finding the tallest building and jumping off of it. Pain, suicide, and prayer is a theme in this Hard Part 3. And he brings back Absol and J-Rock, meaning never forget who you came up with. He also said, I had to separate to stand out. I need a better way to take your fans now. I need to kill you motherfuckers dead. 3 hollow tips ain't that your head. Now, Section 80, Fuck Your Ethnicity, has 2.7 million views when I started this. Now it don't. My goal to my channel is to get Fuck Your Ethnicity up to 1 billion views. We're not compromising nothing on that. Only cooperation and collaboration. That's it. Hard Part 4. Don't Tell a Lie on Me, and I Won't Tell the Truth About You. On Euphoria, there is a thread where someone says that Hard Part is on the Hard Part 4. We've been waiting on this. There was a post saying that Don't Tell a Lie on Me, and I Won't Tell the Truth About You wasn't on the Hard Part 4. This dude needed V8. That's what I'm talking about. Life, views, and vibes. Reaction is how I found all the reactions. And man, were y'all fans blowing this way, which way, that way. Every diss until KDOT popped out and showed niggas. If I didn't learn to love myself, forgive myself 100 times, dog, I love when y'all count me out. So, on that Life, Views, and Vibe, there was this one reactor talking about, oh man, it's just competition. I was like, there's only one competition in business. There's only room for one. You can always compete where no one loses. That is the best competition. Look at me over here, just talking, ain't even playing the video for you. You can always compete where no one loses. That's the best competition. I call this the competition itself. I told my little nephew this. When you get the better of yourself, then nobody gets beat. When you are being yourself, then there is no competition. Everyone else is taken already. Keisha, Tammy, come up front. Share your pain. So that's what he said in Section 80, and that's why I did all of the ingredients before this. Before I'm going to talk about somebody else, I'm going to tell you about myself. And now that we've done that, y'all calling it hip-hop, I be calling it hypnotize. Trap my body but free my mind. What the fuck are you fighting for? Ain't nobody gonna win that war. Now, this war I think is called a race war. And race is a construct. that is created to divide, confuse, and distract humans to make them people. People are labels: white, black, red, brown, green, yellow, beige, Republican, Democrat, Christian, Muslim, Jew, Hindu, American, German, French, Mexican, Guatemalan, LGBTQ, man, woman. You get the point. This construct is fake. Humans are the all and people are the parts. And instead of being the all, people settle for the parts. Think of a car. It has brakes, rotors, belts, transmissions, alternator, gas tank, oil pan. You get the point. These are parts for a car, people. But it's still a car, meaning human. All the parts make one whole car. People choose to be a part of it instead of all of it. And when you spell part backwards, you get trapped. I'm out of my mind, so don't you mind how much the cost is. Penny for my thoughts. Everybody, please hold up your wallets. Now, you better look both ways before you cross my mind. I mean, Kendrick's mind. I've been here for a while, so I can see the new people around me. They just want to be famous. Making content about KDOT because you have to, not because you understand the message. They're only doing it because he's trending. And KDOT already said, I'm not a trending topic, I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron and Gabrielle, bitch. Now, Kendrick has broken out of his mind, hit every lock, which means all the doors are open. Do you leave all the doors unlocked in your mind when you have company? I don't think so either. Kendrick told J. Fold in Black Friday, you're racing against the tortoise. We all know who won that race by a landslide. And they kicked in the door and swallowed the key. So Kendrick needs to free his thoughts. Well, and his art is all he has. In hip-hop or hypnotized, trapped his body but freed his mind. We went over the Matrix being in prison for the mind in the last video. In case you didn't listen to the last video. In case you don't know about the Matrix, then you definitely don't know KDOT. They're out of their mind and they're charging pennies for their thoughts. You need to look both ways before you cross his mind. They are not here. They've broken out and hit every lock, which means all the doors are unlocked and they have swallowed the key. Like I said, I've been here for a while. I'm a supporter, not a fan. A fan blows this way, which way, that way. Some fans will blow your flames all the way out. And some fans will fan your flame. When the shit hit the fan, I'm still in the building. When it's burning down so the family can get out. That's what a supporter does. It's the beams that's inside of the walls that's holding up the structure. Being here for so long, you guessed it, I found the key. Swallowed it. Since 2013, I've been convinced that Kendrick was the greatest of all time. Off of just Section 80 and Good Kid, Mad City. The key is God. Like KDOT, I've been strengthening my relationship with God since 2016. I've been talking to God every day and everywhere. Like KDOT said, like they're my best friend and nothing's off the table. I even voted for God in 2016 because I'm intelligent enough to know that I don't need a president. The probably face, whoever's elected, will never take care of it. That's B.O.B. elements. So the person that KDOT represents in the black forces, watch the party dot, is God. Most people don't even like talking to God, prayer, let alone listen to a messenger and get it straight from the source. Think I'm lying? God is gangster. Check it out. If God is the source, then I am the plug talking. Yeah, baby. And I'm more than a man, I'm a God. Bitch, touche on God. I'm a motherfucking gangster. And silence for the record. Don't forget, God is a gangster. Go check that out. This is what God feels like. Laughing to the bank like, ah, ha. You know, because we should have never gave you niggas money. That was on the Dave Chappelle show. Comment below, where did Kendrick use that same line? We should never gave niggas money. I perform like this with Joshua New Weapon. You should know that I'm slightly off, fighting off demons that been outside, better known as myself. I'm a demigod. Casavelli, thank you for the encouragement. All this money is God playing a joke on me? Is it for the moment? And will he see me as Job, take it from me and leave me worse than I was before? That story in the Bible really hit me some fierce. Meanwhile, Kendrick be like, know you a God even when they say you ain't. Dropping jewels like, I'm the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. Turn the TV off. I hope you see the God in me. I hope you can see. Now that we know what the key is, God. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first, bitch. Smoking on your top 5. Now, I swear half of y'all just don't know Kendrick. But y'all getting close. You have the key. Now use it. Now that we have gotten through the mind, we have talked about high power, heart, honor, and respect. Now it's time to build character. Integrity is huge with us over here. I've been high power from the jump. We always have room for others who share the same values, so welcome. High Power is the last song on Section 80, but it's where you find the influence and teachers that shaped Kendrick's universe. I got March 25th right there, Gilded Age. In case y'all know what Gilded Age is, we're going to be talking about that. So the teachers in Kendrick Universe is on Section 80, High Power. Like teaching morals, integrity, discipline. That's mid, M-I-D. That's the standard. You need morals, integrity, and discipline. Speaking the truth and consider what God is considering. You don't know nothing about that. I like to say manners and respect will get you a long way in my book, so I have an acronym, Mr. D. Manners, respect, and discipline. Keep that with you and you will go far. A close relationship with God whispered to me every time he closed my eyes. He said, we deserve it all. High Power has several names in the song. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, Marcus Garvey, Lauryn Hill, Kurt Cobain. Doing some research on these names, you will see revolution has always been a principle with love and dark thoughts of the end. So the next time KDOT talks about money, hoes, clothes, God, history, remember, half is the truth if you tell it. Shouts out to Life, Views, and Vibes, Level 1 Brock, Casavelli, big thanks for the encouragement. The generosity, this dude is hilarious. Luisa, man, I love this nigga. He says culture a lot. Digging the Greats, amazing. These, in case you don't know what I'm saying, these are the people who, like I said, I've looked at their stuff and I'm like, you get it. You get it. Chaos Project, phenomenal. Moxie approved, that dude is hitting. Meanwhile, the company man is the GOAT. You know what I mean? I've been watching Company Man since 2016. And Deleted, shout out to Deleted. He's a new up-and-comer. I modeled some of my talking points off some of the stuff that they said. Curtis King, Read My Soul, Screwface John, Chilling with Moni, Fantano, FD Signifier, Vulture Guys. Vulture Guys is amazing. Like I said, these are the people who I was watching because I was watching Culture United. The reason why I made this, because someone was talking out the side of their neck and y'all know who they was. So Tupac's lyrics was a father for people who only had mothers. That is true for me. My dad was murdered at 19. I was 12. Since then, I've been learning as I go. 12 years later, I found it again. Tupac, my brother's favorite artist, in another form, KDOT. Everybody is a teacher. What are you teaching and who's teaching your class? So I learned from everybody. When I stayed with my brother, I learned a lot from my little nephews and nieces, and some of them weren't even in school yet. And my teacher says his students have a saying. They say you got to be certified by someone that's verified by someone that's qualified. So yeah, you got a certificate, but who gave it to you? Was they verified? And then who was qualified to teach the person that taught you? Like, so we got this piece of paper. Oh, well, I went to this college. Oh, was that college accredited? Yeah, it was accredited by the, higher education. Blah, 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 blah. You already know me. So, love is what I'm teaching. Spread love is the new mantra, and God is teaching my course. I like to think that every bar is a sentence, every verse is a paragraph, and the hook or chorus is the theme or the glue that holds the paragraph. Meaning, the hook should be the title of the chapter. Each song is a chapter, and at the end of the 12, 13, 20 chapters, did you like the book? In case you like 3 out of 15 chapters, then it's probably not for you. Kendrick makes music for the people in the system, and the people in prison, and the people in school, because they have time to sit with it like a class. And after 16 weeks, there's going to be a test. So, meanwhile, Kendrick teaches people things that they need to know through life. So it hits them maybe 5 years from now or 20 minutes from now. Walk out that door, and same thing that you hear Kendrick says is at your feet. So schools. The first school is homeschool. So what you learn inside the house, you're going to bring outside the house. The second school for me was Sunday school. I went to church 7 days a week. Third school was training or education. K through 12, higher education. I did technical school. The fourth one is the one I recognize. It's the School of Hard Knocks, or the real university. And that's where you got to be ironborn, because you can't teach experience. You got to go out there and get it. Now, words are like seeds. When you speak, you will give life to what you are saying. You are planting seeds when you talk. You will have to eat that fruit. Separation and delusion. Everything's connected.